I want to talk about email marketing and bulk sending to huge numbers. Hey, I'm Gordon McKinnon, and on this channel I talk about affiliate marketing, mindset, and my journey to becoming a six-figure earner. If you're brand new here, I urge you to hit the subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. So today we're talking about mass email marketing. So when we think of email marketing normally as an affiliate marketer, what you're told is that you have a splash page or a capture page somewhere, like a free giveaway, so that you can capture that person's email address, you have them in your autoresponder, and you can start marketing to them. Now that's great, and that is a really good way to do things, but it's also incredibly slow if you're new to this. So I've recently discovered a new way of doing this, using your own URL and your own private network. Now, why would you want to do that? If you're going through the traditional route of using GetResponse or Aweber or Constant Contact, any of the well-known autoresponders, they are not gonna let you import leads into that system. So if you try and import 100,000 leads, you're just going to get banned from the system. You're not going to be able to do it unless you can prove that they are double opted in. By having your own system where you're in control, it means that you can upload as many people into that system as you like. And there's nobody to say that you can't do it. Now, the advantages of paying for somebody like GetResponse or Constant Contact is that they have what we call a really good domain and IP reputation. And what that means is they can get their emails to people's inboxes most of the time. If you're doing this and just starting with your own IP and private network, you're likely to get none of your emails to people's inboxes. So there's a protocol and procedure that you would have to go through, and it's called IP warm-up. And what that means is you need to work very slowly at sending out emails, generally to people you know who you know could reply to you, and people who will move your email from the spam box to the inbox until the service providers start to trust that you're a good sender. So this takes time. You can't rush this. It could take a few months to build up a bit of a reputation before you can start sending more and more emails. So you might start something like the first few weeks just sending to friends and family and getting people to respond to you that way. Then you might want to send one email to one person in your list the first day. The second day, send it to 2. The third day, you send it to 4. The fourth day, you send it to 8. The fifth day, 16. 7, 32, 8, 64, and so on and so on and so on until you start getting a good reputation, and before you know it, within a month or two, providing you do things right and you're not sending spammy emails and people are enjoying the emails you're sending, you should be able to send to most of your list. Now, if you've got 100 to 200,000 people in there, the potential is massive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly jump onto my laptop and I'm going to show you the 2 programs that I'm using and how you could get it set up so that you've got your own autoresponder, which costs you less than $5 a month with unlimited emails that you can send. So let's jump on the laptop now and I'll show you that. Okay, so the first thing you would need is your own URL, like a www.whatever.com or .whatever. Apparently a .com is best to go for that because they just have a better reputation. So once you've got your .com, you then would need to
sign up to a dedicated server, and I use one called OVH. I'm not affiliated to it, so I'm not trying to push this on you or make money from you. It's just the one that I use, and it costs about $3 or $4 per month. And what I have is also paid a little bit extra to get 17 IP addresses, because I intend to be mailing on a massive scale, and the more IP addresses, the better. And these only cost a few dollars extra to set up, and that's a one-time fee. So that costs, like I say, under $5 per month. I think it's about $3.50 actually. So that means that you can have an autoresponder set up really cheaply. The next thing you would need is to sign up to a MailWiz account. Now, before you do that, I would also say that this is a highly skilled area to be setting up. So unless you know how to do this, you would definitely need somebody to set it all up for you. And I used a guy on Fiverr called Bulk Mailing, and he charges $32, I think, and he sets everything up for you, so it's all working straight out the box. He's got a really good reputation, and I can recommend him. So he was called Bulk Mailer on Fiverr. And so once he's set all that up for you, you've then got your own autoresponder. And this is the dashboard to my autoresponder now. You can see I've got 21 campaigns running. I've got 222,000, that's almost 250,000 subscribers in there. And I've got 4 lists. And I'm going to quickly show you how I have this set up and what I do. So here I have my imported email lists, and I know what you're thinking, you can't just use imported email lists. Well, all of these people who are coming into here are people who are in the make money online niche, and they have filled out extensive details including address, state, city, postal codes, or zip codes as you call them in the US. So these people have agreed to be marketed to, and marketed to by partners, which means that it's perfectly legal for us to have these emails in here and market to them. These people are hungry for it. They've asked to be marketed to. So anyway, once they are in here, they are what we call cold leads. They don't know who you are. They've got no idea who you are. If I was to send out to almost 250,000 people tomorrow an email, I'm going to guess that they would all land in spam boxes and not get through to anybody. I would be flagged as a spam sender immediately. So what I was saying earlier about the warm-up procedure, you need to warm your IPs up. So you would send them as a 1 day, 2 day, and then increasing it as you go. So 1 day be 1 person, then 2 people, then 4 people, then 8 people, then 16 people, then 64, and so on, so on, so on, until you get up to these big numbers. And the way I have it set is, so I'll send out a single email, something very basic like, "Hi, first name, are you still interested in making money online?" And that's all I'll put. Once that is sent, they get automatically moved to this list here, which is swaps sent, so that I know that when I'm sending emails here, these people aren't getting them twice. If anybody then opens that email, they get put into this VIP openers list. Now, in the VIP openers list, these people are from here, but they've all opened your email, so you've got your first contact with them. Whether or not they've read it, that's a different thing, but at least they've opened it. So once they've been moved into here, you can slowly start marketing to them. And when I say that, you need to introduce yourself and ask them to whitelist your emails. Tell them that you're going to be providing value, tips, ideas, videos, occasional offers, things like that. The usual kind of emailing that you would do to build up a reputation and a repertoire with your email list. And once you get them into here and you get them reading your emails, the potential is unlimited, because this is such a huge number. If you're emailing this amount of people each week, you have got a money making machine. And this here, I'm feeding in 50 to 100,000 new leads each week. So this system is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger with a huge potential. Now, this isn't spoke about very often, guys. The email marketers generally don't do YouTube and tell you all this because they're too busy making money using these kinds of systems. The biggest problem is, for most people, is where do you get these kind of numbers? Now, this video is not about how to do that. I will leave a link below so you can have a look at it on how I get mine. And if you do decide to join up with that and have a go at it, then hit me up on Facebook and I'll show you how to set all this up, and you too could be getting these kind of numbers within 3 to 4 weeks. Anyway, guys, that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the like button. Also subscribe so you don't miss any of the future content. Okay, guys, see you next time.